Fighter Do content. So, pretty much you guys would have noticed that I haven't had some content released for quite a few days here. I do want to let you guys know that it's not been for any lack of content or loss of interest or anything at all. What has just happened has been something a bit special for me. I haven't seen my dad since 2015, and my dad came around to spend a week with myself and my family. So it was a good reunion for us. So what that meant was that, it's been family time, work time, family time, back and forth like that, and it's been sort of like little no space for me to find for Street Fighter Duel. I do try to make sure I complete my missions, but unfortunately, I have not been able to complete most of them. And that's because most of the time I would pretty much try and push it to midnight, and I would either fall asleep, lose an hour, as we understand that there was a recent, day, daylight shift and all that stuff, or just pretty much, just not have the time at all. But it was a wonderful time. My dad is gone now, so it's back to getting content out and release. Okay, and no better time than when there's been an update here. Typically, I would have discussed the update prior, but it is what it is. The update is here now. We're gonna breeze through everything as well because most of them are already around and here, and of course, there's something to expect. The good thing about the updates is that they're now adding dates. I don't know if they've ever added dates in the past four. I may have just been I've been just not paid too much attention to it, but we all know battle is here ready. Charlie Justice should be here on the 11th of November. Lucky Ball should be here on the 15th of November. Shootout, one of my favorites, is going to be here on the 15th of November as well, because typically it's the best chance for you to get one of those Inferno or Master characters. I cherish those, and of course, I have incredible rewards that's going to be resuming back on the 19th of November. And we also have 6 new puzzles, so we're going to be going through those on a different video, just to breeze through it. Like I said before, typically when it comes to these Wonderland trainings, if it is not a major challenge, I typically wouldn't post that. If I find myself on my third attempt I haven't solved it, then I'll probably make a video for that. Otherwise, unless it is part of pretty much an event itself, I would just ignore it for now. Okay, but let's get to what we're about to discuss. First of all, it is November. November is one of those very, very amazing months where you're going to have tons of birthdays popping up. Okay, the birthday that we have right now, which is passed on the 5th of November, was Abel. We also have recently E Hunter as well, but we should be expecting a few more, as you can see at the bottom screen here. We should expect, Hakan to have his birthday too. We should also expect Rolento, Dalzim, and Dan. So that's 4 more people in the month of November to get some extra 200 gems to your collection. We're gonna go right ahead. We're gonna try and upload the first 2 right now. So we're starting with Abel. All right. I believe Able is 05 Able Day. So we're going to go right ahead and input that as well to make sure that actually works out great. So let's go to where we typically put it in, the exchange code. And I believe it is, let's make sure we get this right. It is 05 Able Day. So we're going to type that in there, 05 Able Day. And you hit enter, and that should give us 200 gems, hopefully. I tend to hit enter forgetting that I'm not using my phone. So 200, we're in, we got that. Next we're going to be doing is it's going to be the E Hunter 1, and I believe that is something with SumoBday. Okay, yeah, different, a bit unique with regards to the name there. So Sumo, let's go right ahead and make sure I click that properly. So Sumo Day, and hopefully we don't hit enter like we did before and confuse ourselves. That's another 200 gems, so that's 400 gems for you guys right now. We should hopefully expect another 1200, because we still have 4 more characters to go. 1200 more gems based on the characters in the Shredder Duel universe. All right, so now let's go right ahead and let's get to the other aspect of things here. Okay, we have the new Sagat, who is now out and available. All right, and that's pretty much amazing. We have a Budo battle. We haven't attempted those yet. That's pretty much simple for now. You're gonna have to pick and vote. Typically, you expect Bison to win, but I'm looking at the cast this time around. I like Summer Elena. You know, that's one of the go-tos. I'll pretty much say I'm a fan of. But if you look at the other side is pretty much mean. All right, so I'm gonna go right ahead. I'm just gonna pick Bison again. That's who we're going for, and we're gonna just step back and relax. All right. What else do we have to do right now? Now it's time to look at Pharoah Sagat himself. Okay, this is pretty much the guy for of the moment. I haven't had a chance to look at his kit yet. Like I said, it's just pretty much settling, and so we're gonna go right ahead and let's see how his kit works out. Okay, so we're gonna go over to the character himself. I keep going to draw, and we're going to have a look at the kit. First of all, let's try and figure out what his speed is. Being a big character, I don't expect him to be too fast, so we're not going to worry too much about that. Pharoah Sagat, what is his faction? I don't think I paid attention when it popped out the first time, and we are looking all over the place and we can't find him. Alright, I'm looking for a figure icon. This is odd. Alright, I might just not picking this guy out easily. Yeah, now I feel weird. Oh, you know what? I kept looking at the bright characters and ignoring the dark ones. Of course, we don't have him yet, so it's pretty much dark. He is still Infernal, so he is still a special character that in that sense. He does rock the 2 and 3. That's not typically bad as well. I believe the first one rocks like a 1 and a 2, the regular Sagat. Let's confirm that. Rather a 1 and a 3. Yeah, but he rocks a 2 and a 3, meaning you have a chance to put both of them together if you would like. Now, the next I want to do is let's see if he does have passive moves. No, he doesn't. He's an active attacker because you can see the animation happening right away. That's how you can tell based on the 2. But his move don't look, shiny at all. They're just like he's charging or whatever he's charging. But that's not the point we're gonna look at yet. Let's first of all go right ahead and look at him. He's an attacker this time around, so not a balanced character. I believe the other Sagat is a balanced character. There you go. So he's attack, and he should have the same fighting style as the other one, right? So where's the new one here? Come on, here you are. All right. Yep. Oh, has secret arts this time around. Okay, something changed there. No problem. 540. If you want to compare that to the typical big boys, there actually low, but not as low as this. Um, well, we can. I don't think we can look at Bison because Bison right now has soul power. Soul power should pretty much give us an extra boost, right, to pushing you up. As you can see, 681 for Gormak Can, 604 for Bison. Where's my boy? I'm actually curious to see what he actually has. You already know who I'm talking about, right? And 674. All right. So I guess once he doesn't have soul power, well, yeah, he doesn't have soul power. That's all that means. You go there, missing. But that's cool. So we can see that. Next one we need to do is we need to go right ahead and let's confirm his speed. We check through the trial here, and we're just gonna make an attempt just see what it looks like real quick here, and not waste that much time. Okay, so there we are with Sagat, 116. Not the slowest big guy, right? He's a big guy, so no doubt. So you should expect him not to be too fast. If you compare him to regular Sagat, let's go back to regular Sagat, for example. I just want to compare to regular Sagat because it is another incarnation of the character himself. We go over and we check the trial and we try to see what his speed is like over here. It's probably going to be a lot more slower, right? I can think, yeah, 110. Well, not that much slower, but not as fast. So pretty much that's decent. That guy's one big fast dude. So that's all right. But now let's look at the kit itself, okay? Let's just go right ahead and let's browse through it real quick, and then we can proceed here. Did I put? Yeah, I did put Akuma. E100's gem. Okay, so that's great. So let's look at the kit and let's see what we to expect. Okay, first things first is let's look at the passive. Let's see what the keyword is. How we always do. Pretty much detect from the very start before we start looking at the rest. So we look at the passive here, which is called Pharaoh's Soul. Okay, upon self-healing, when HP is already full, increase attack by 3% until the end of the battle. Stacks up to 10 times. So pretty much if you can heal yourself from the very start, you already get that 3%. You need to have full health to pretty much push that in. So it's good to use the move, whatever passive it is, right after you have used your EX move to heal your character or use a healer to buff him up or heal him up, okay? But let's go on to what else we're looking at here, okay? Upon receiving overflow, healing from any fighter, okay? Increase critical damage of 5% until the end of the battle. stacks up to 10 times. That's level 2. Level 3 is going to increase, is going to add, attack increase by 5%. So right now, so first of all, in level 2 you get critical damage increase, then you get attack increase by 5%, and then in level 4, upon self healing, when HP is higher than 80%, gain both attack bonus and critical damage bonus. So once you're in level 4, you don't have to worry about getting individual, you just get both of them as long as your health is above 80%. That's not bad at all right? And so decent. He seems to be someone who just kind of like he's trying to make himself as durable as possible, right? I don't know how the durability is going to compare to the original Sagat, who pretty much you have to exhaust certain levels, to get through that. But let's go across super combo and then the regular combos, okay? So first of all, when an went too fast. When an enemy or friendly fighter is knocked out, their soul is collected by Pharoah Sagat. When Pharoah Sagat unleashes his super combo, he uses a fallen fighter's soul to summon one copy of himself. Ooh, that's cool. This copy is controlled by Pharoah Sagat and inherits 40% of Pharoah Sagat's attack, defense, and HP. If Pharoah Sagat has no souls when he unleashes the super combo, he will not summon a copy and he will recover HP equal to 120% of attack instead. Only one copy can be summoned per enemy or friendly fighter. So looks like we can have a maximum of what? 6 fighters? Why am I saying this? Because you pair Pharoah Sagat with Jen already has a copy automatically generated by himself, right? That means it's gonna be just 2 of them, which obviously the other characters making it about 5, right? If Pharoah Sagat now generates his own, we're looking at 6. I'm curious to adding Jen to whatever. If I see Jen as an option, I'm going to be picking him for sure to see how that actually pans out. All right. Now in level 2, the copy inherits 60% of her Sagat stat. That's cool. I love that. I'm thinking the copy is going to benefit from either Fighting Spirit or the Garage, right? On level 3, if her Sagat has active copies on the field, copies. I thought you can only have one, right? Only one copy can be summoned per enemy or friendly fighter, right? If first Sagat has active copies on the field, his attacks ignore 30% of the enemy's defense. Okay. So even though they are losing 40% by being present, they are actually granting first, first Sagat 30% in order to pierce through the enemy's defense. So that's actually cool. So that's pretty much the super combo here. This is going to be granting. But here's the thing, right? It's a buff. When an enemy knows that it's always gonna be first guy. So why does it sound? It sounds like a passive skill where it's like, as long as somebody dies, then this happens. Is this something you would actively have to trigger? Because, or this is because, like you say here, right? When an enemy or a friendly fighter is knocked out, the soul is collected by first guy, like normal. Like if anybody knocks somebody out, then the first guy gets them. When first guy unleashes super combo, there you go. So when you unleash the super combo, you actually use super combo actually is used to summon a copy of himself. So you can actually control how often you do. So that's all it is, right? But I'm trying to see what his attack is like, because all I'm seeing is just posing so far, right? So, but having the duplicate is not bad at all. So let's see what combo 2 does for us, okay? Now, deal damage equal to 399% of attack to enemies in a small area. That's an AoE. And inflict snake venom on the nearest target. Restore super combo gauge by 25 upon triggering snake venom. I like this. These are guys that are looking to work with Evil Ryu. And I like guys that are just willing to help him trigger. And whenever I call Evil Ryu, it's not me just being, or, just infatuated or just happy to make sure that Avery can benefit. It's because of the energy, you know, depleting move that he does have from the C1, right? And for you to actually let that trigger, you need to actually go through 2 rounds of a combo the very first time, right? The rest you can then time based on 10 seconds elapsing or thereabout. I believe I can't remember the amount of seconds, but I do have a good amount of time to wait for actually let it work through. I'll show you what I'm talking about for sure. But this can give you the extra chance for you to actually go through this real quick, okay? Why is that when I do this stuff kind of disappears? No worries. Alright, so now A level 3, snake venom can be triggered up to 12 times. Okay, so I guess what you couldn't trigger it more than once before. Snake venom is the key word here. When attacked, refill the attacker's super combo gauge by 20, lasts 10 seconds, and triggers up to 10 times. Okay, alright. What? Okay, cool. I like to see how this actually translates for sure. They're not super exciting stuff, but they're pretty much unique and nice stuff that I know that when you actually use them in gameplay, you would actually see the massive benefits. That's why I'm actually curious about them. They're not those you read them like holy crap kind of stuff. No, it's not like that. But at the same time, you can see how powerful they can be. The potential for it to be really great is there. Now let's go to the third one here. It says deal damage equal to 100% of attack to the nearest target if available. Consume 1 point of the super combo gauge to increase the damage of this skill by 200%. Do damage with 100% of attack to the nearest target. If available, consume 1 point of super combo gauge to increase the damage of this skill by 200%. Wait, what's going on here? This looks like a very, very crazy move right here. It's called First Serpent, right? First Serpent, right? The second one was called Snake of King's Rage. I don't know why I don't call out the moves. I just kind of go through them. So this First Serpent right now, right? 1 point of super combo gauge. What are the chances of you not having 1 point? Typically, as soon as you're exhausted, it kind of like boosts out real quick, right? I wonder what 1 point is. Oh, maybe 1 point means an entire super combo gauge. You need to have super combo gauge filled up rather than it being like it's not a percentage, so that makes sense. Well, let's look at it this way. Let's go back to this. It says you restore the super combo gauge by 25, so it just gives a number, right? Like it's a quantity. But now over here it says 1 point from if available, because 1 point from the super combo gauge. So that means it's a full gauge. It's gonna exhaust. So if you have a full gauge, you're gonna be dealing massive damage, bro. Whoa, that is actually crazy. This would be amazing, especially when it comes to the shadowless city where you're going to be having massive amount of combos for no reason, right? Well, for good reason and for measure too. So now it says consume 1 additional point from super combo gauge to increase damage of this skill by 250%. So if you have what two, this, you know what I'm talking about? I'm thinking about Shadowless City, but I'm forgetting about bosses too. Most of the time, you want some of the strategies that we do have whenever we have to beat bosses, want to pile up the super combo and then want to unleash as soon as possible. While this might mean you don't have as much super combos to go through, it does mean that you do have a guaranteed high amount of hit because we're talking about 200% and above. You're not talking about 100%. It's not like it's a duplicate. It's more than times two. So that's really great. And it said three. If the super combo gauge has 2 or more points, consume 1 point to increase damage. Whoa. So now this one level two you just consume an additional point, meaning you lose two. But this time, as long as you have two or more, you only consume one to get the damage skill by 300%. This Ferris Serpent is insane. Imagine combining this with every use whatever and guaranteed kill, and you go for the Raging Demon next. Boy, this rally has given us that wow factor in terms of the move there. Pretty cool stuff. Now, what's going to happen when you add the Fighting Spirit? I believe one of the stuff I was watching out for was the fact that we're restricted to 60% of first Sagat stats. I'm wondering if you actually boost that as well, but let's look at it and see what happens, okay? With a Fighting Spirit, you get a HP bonus of 23%, an attack bonus of 33%, critical damage of 15%, and pressure of 10%. Yeah, attackers and assassins are going to definitely love this. And the skill is called Snake God's Eye. Alright. Okay, so upon summoning a copy, refuse to become a gate by 100. Whoa! Alright. This guy looks like, you know what? I can see him. You know what? Not necessarily for what he has to bring, but just for it's actually for what he has to bring. Let's see how his assist actually works out. This guy is trying to break through the Assassin's King squad, right? So let's see here. When the assisted fighter is knocked out, Pharoah Sagat uses their soul to summon a copy to keep fighting. The copy inherits 40% of Pharoah Sagat's attack. So even when you lose, you just gonna have him still remain. Do you guys know what that means? Okay, you know what? You know what? It's becoming a bit of a cliche right now, but I can see massive benefits from and fighters like Ivry. And even go my god, the reason why I'm actually saying Ivry is because Ivry requires your C3 for him to be fully effective. Because if you lose a character, you can't do the C3. He's practically become nullified in a way. That's his pretty much his disadvantage, right? Most of the other fighters like Soma Ibuki, are like C1s and C2s, even Vega, and they will accomplish what they want to do, right? But you need the C3 for Sagat. So imagine even when you lose a character. For example, let's say I lose my tank, like Goken, I can still have him there so he can actually still contribute to the combo and make sure we can complete the full set. That is not bad at all, man. This guy is looking like he's going to get priorities for me, guys, and it's because of the way I can see myself using him. All right, I'm not looking at the very very deep benefit that he has to bring. I'm just looking at how we can contribute to the squad I'm actually trying to build. Right now, once you have plus 10. Upon summoning a copy, refuse to become a gate by 200. This guy, man. This guy, man. If first Sagat has active copies on the field, why do they keep saying copies? Isn't just one copy you can have? Increase the critical rate of Fairy Serpent by 30%. If Super Combo Gauge has two or more points when Fairy Serpent is actively unleashed, unleash Fairy Serpent one additional time. This additional Fairy Serpent is considered a trigger skill and has 100% increased damage bonus. I told you that the Fighting Soul is going to give you that full 100% increase. No, this is damage bonus, so this is not just 100% of the attack, defense, or whatever kind of stuff. But this guy is looking nuts, guys. Let's look at the garage. This is the final bit here. If your Sagat has active copies in the battle, guys, I'm actually really confused. Why do you keep hearing copies? Am I missing something here? We're gonna go back and see if we can have more than one, or it's just English, right? Maybe that's just English they're using, the language they're using here. If your Sagat has active copies in the battle, his HP cannot fall below one. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Whoa! If all allied fighters except for Fairy Sagat and his copies are not. You know what? I'm gonna stop pausing when I hear the word copies. We're gonna investigate this copy. So it's really getting to me for some reason, right? If all allied fighters except for Fairy Sagat and his copies are knocked out, the damage inflicted by the copies will be increased by 500% with the damage reduction. Wow, the damage reduction will be increased by 50%. This guy is nuts, guys. I'm sorry, man. This guy is nuts. I started by saying the guy is not really whatever. I'm about to swap some. Oh, you know what? This guy is nuts. Bison is about to remain at triple S and no extra star, man. I'm sorry, man, but this guy needs to get into my team right away. I'm not even kidding right now. But we need to clarify one more thing before we actually wrap this video up, okay? What am I concerned with? I keep reading copies, and I'm guessing it might be a bit of a language thing for sure, but I don't want to assume that's what it is. So we're going to go back to the skill, and it says, uh, once you use this, you summon a copy of himself, right? The copy is controlled by first to get an inherit 5% of his attack. If forget, so I believe when it says controlled by first Sagat, maybe as Sagat does a move, that copy is doing a move as well. I think that's just what it is. You're gonna be getting times two move. We're gonna see for sure. And they said if Fairy copy has no souls, then when he unleashes super combo, he will not summon a copy. Of course, souls are limited to the amount of characters on the battlefield and those that are passed out, right? So you can't always have more than what minus himself, right? You can obviously have more than what 7, right? And let's just 6, because if it's 7, then the battle's already over, right? Why is he getting a copy? But it says only one copy can be summoned per enemy. So I think when I mean copies, they're saying even as you get more another copy, they still have those benefits. So all of them copies, but only one can attack individually. So that's the get with this character right here. This is a massive kick, guys. Why are we not getting for 50% for like some Halloween stuff, right? We go over to um the divination, right? And why we not having something nice? Come on, guys. Like see, like some 50% goody stuff. Why we not having that? Unfortunately, we are not. So, and in case you guys are doubting that, first of all, did I put that in the notes? Did I put that in there? Secondly, we checked it there, still there, whatever. But I'm liking this character so far, right? I'm liking this character so far. However, guys, I would only be pushing for him if we haven't gotten any of the assassin characters to Triple S. But it's definitely going to take priority over Bison unless the exhibition of his skill proves otherwise. Luckily for us, he's an attacker, so there's no excuse for him. He's definitely going to need to showcase his skills for sure because he does have enough of the juice from the fighting heart, alright? Otherwise, guys, it's been your boy Shin Ryu. Should we just do one thing here? You know, I always do, right? We got what? 10 donations and we've also got 5k. Let's go right ahead. Let's see if we can get an extra every U copy. I've tried behind the scenes to get more Gokin. I've sort of failed on that. But let's go right ahead. First of all, we go with divination 10. Let's see how this pans out, guys. Let's hope we can get at least double, man. Double would be amazing. We didn't get double. We did get one. This is actually nice. Not bad at all. You know how it is. We click on it individually. We try and waste some time. Want to make sure that the lock is still running. And we're going to try one more time, guys. We get two, we get three, amazing. We get one, it's not bad. That's 4 stars. Hopefully we get one at least. We didn't get one. It's all good, guys. No complaints there. We did get one at least. We are only 3 more short of getting our Evil Ryu to 5 stars, and then that will be that with Evil Ryu and everything. Otherwise, guys, I believe we have some extra stuff we can pretty much do here. If we do, let's see what these cards are going to give us. Can I get Fire Aiden? Let's see if we can get Fire Aiden. Come on, come on, come on. That was him. Come on, man. I already have my 5 stars. That's a waste. That's a bloody waste, guys. Let's just go right here. Let's just clear all these ones here to just sort of like wrap up the video. Alright. And then, of course, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to go right ahead and break this down even further, okay? But you know what's going to be coming up next, guys? You're going to be expecting, as you can see, we're already piling up our A-grade invitation. The draft day is coming up soon, guys. As soon as the event, the FEG event ends, you know what time it is, guys. We're going to be pushing through this real quick here. Over here, that's what we have here. We're just going to be opening boxes here real quick. That's not bad at all. Oh, where is my final whatever. Oh, there we go. Mummy Dowsing, without a shadow of a doubt, guys. I don't care about the rest of the guys. The rest of the guys are on triple S, so we're gonna go right in. We're gonna try and do the combinations, just finalize things here, okay? Just for you guys to see him in his triple S glory. I believe I have enough. Let's confirm that for sure. First of all, let's do some quick awakenings here. We're gonna hopefully we have a purple amongst the mist. Hopefully I have a couple of thousand because that means we're gonna at least use them to push somebody else. I am saving my um oh yeah we do. I'm saving my can for Flame Aiden, Fire Aiden, Flame Aiden, whatever it's called. I don't want to use them any of these other guys for sure. So we're already compiling another copy of can. So we're gonna hopefully get this guy, not this guy, apologies there, this guy to a full version, and then we can now combine with the other ones and push him up quickly. But we're here for Mommy Dalsim to get him triple S, so it is time to do that, and this is how we're going to be wrapping up the video, guys. Triple S, Mommy Dalsim, new player in the squad. We can now try and revamp our Thunder team, and hopefully he does contribute greatly to the team as well. But that's pretty much it from me, guys. It's been your boy Shin Ryu. There's more to come today, guys. We're gonna be going through the um limited time experience, and we're gonna be trying to. We're not. This is once again. I'm gonna give a disclaimer. I will actually say in the next video. It's not a guide. It's pretty much exhibiting the character's power at the minimal scenario that you expect to get. If he fails here, it's going to fail elsewhere unless he's a boss character. This guy looks like he's both, but I'm actually excited about the character. I can't wait to actually see what he does. with this actual kit when it comes to using it up. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you smash a like on the video. I see you guys who have been subscribing. Thanks for subscribing as well. The other video, we did ask for 10 likes, and we are able to get to 10 likes. I really appreciate you guys there. Let's try and push this up to 15 likes. If we can get 15 likes in this video, it would be amazing. I'm really love you guys, and I will catch you guys in the next one, which is gonna be pretty soon. Cheers.